The 9th of August, Rabbi Furst, Mishnah Brura.
Interesting. Okay. Shein lo more midot. Okay. V'slicha shenizkar yigimel midot yidaleg otan tevot. Okay. So what?
Right. With slichos sheniskar yud gimel midas, those slichos which do mention the yud gimel midas, what should he do when he comes to those?
Okay. Shenizkar yigimel midot yidaleg otan
Avos. He
tevot.
should skip those words. I mean, he could say this the rest of the slicha, but not to say the words that are included in the yud gimel midas. Because that we know that the yud gimel midas usually are only allowed to be said in the context of a congregation.
So they skip the Yud Gimel Midot. Okay. Very good. V'chein otan abakashot shehein b'lashon targum. Okay.
And also, right, the yud gimel midas that you have, that they are in Bekoshes, which are in Aramaic, right? Meaning a person when he's at home and when he's in a yachid, he's not in a congregational setting, he should not say those Bekoshes and the slikas which are said and written in Aramaic. Those he should skip as well.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay. Kigon, Mahei, Umase, Vechule. So that's an example, I guess.
Right.
One. Maran, Ivishemaya, Hule. That's another Aramaic segment. Okay. Lo Yomar, She'ain Sham Minyan Asara. You don't say them there without a minion.
Right. Those also, these are when you don't. Sometimes you maybe the minion you're in is not a minion. Maybe they only have 6 or 7 or 8, 9 people for slikas, right? So you shouldn't say those. Shouldn't say those if it's going to be lacking a minion. So those slikas which are written in Aramaic, you should not say unless you have the actual minion.
Okay. Kishimat chilin domrim elokeinu v'elokei avoteinu. So when one starts saying slichot, you should say God and God of our fathers. Okay. Chutz mislicha matchelet b'shem echad mishmotav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
I'm sorry about that.
And also here you have
We'll do it next time. Okay. I'll talk to you.
that
Bye-bye.
when you begin the slichos, you say, if you have a siddur, you see them, it's written in the siddur. And many of the slichos start with these words because it's like a bakasha. Elokeinu v'Elokeinu Waseinu. So you say this reference to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, chutz mislicha shematilim b'shem echad nishano asel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Except if you happen to be saying one of the slichas that begins with one of the names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Therefore, because you don't have to address HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What's this phrase all about? Elokeinu v'Elokei Waseinu. That's it. You're addressing HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You want to make a request from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So it's only proper that you request of HaKadosh Baruch Hu by calling out to his name. So you have to do that in order to say the rest of the slicha. That's very good. However, if the name of the Kadosh Baruch Hu already appears at the beginning of the Slicha, you don't have to add an extra introductory remark, because that name that's there at the beginning of the Slicha takes the place of these three words, Elokeinu v'Elokeinu Hossein.
Oh, okay.
You'll notice in the Siddurim that's usually written the Elokeinu v'Elokeinu Hossein, but if you see, you'll notice that the one of those with start with Hashem's name don't have that preface to them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, I have to check into that one. Okay, so Chutz Mislichot HaMatchelet B'Shem Echad Nishmotav Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, and then Katav Abu Derhem Vayikra B'Shem Hashem. Looks like.
So Kasav Abu Drum, the Abu Drum, he was one of the Rishonim. He wrote, Virka B'Shem Hashem, when you say that phrase, Yesh lahavsik ma'at bein b'shem u'bein dal, right? B'shem Hashem. V'ikra b'shem, and you stop, make a little break, Hashem, right? V'ikra b'shem Hashem. Don't say it all together. V'ikra b'shem Hashem. Don't say that like that. Say it v'ikra b'shem Hashem.
Oh.
That's very common because sometimes you're trying to catch up and they're saying these things pretty fast and you're trying to catch up, so you're trying to save yourself time, and sometimes you run it together, but really you should make a proper stop between Vika B'Shem, make a stop, and then Hashem.
Okay, okay. That's what that means. Okay, Im Ein Minyan Beit Amirat Ashrei Yomor Slichot. So even if there's not a minion that when they start Ashrei, you still say Slichot?
Right. So let's say this is very common, especially if you're starting the Slichos a little bit early in the morning. So not everybody's coming right there at the beginning of the time when it's called for the Slichos to start. So you want to begin the Slichos. So you can. You start saying the Slichos. And you do is you start saying, you say Ashrei, and you start saying the Slichos, because you have minyan, and when the minyan finally arrives, Yomur Kaddish the Emsa Slichos. You can go ahead and make the Kaddish in the middle of the Slichos.
Okay, great. Okay, so then let's see. Kishe Yavo, Minyan, Yomru, Kaddish, the Emsa Slichot. Oh, so when a minyan does come, you can say the Kaddish in the middle of Slichot.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have to wait until the minyan comes to start the Slichos. No, you can start saying the Slichos, and when the minyan finally arrives, then you just simply say the Kaddish when the minyan arrives, in the middle of the Slichos.
Let's see. Okay, wait, okay, so you start, okay. 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 Uve Eliyahu Rabba Katav She Yomru Achar Kach Shlosha Psukim Sheyesh Minyan.
The Eliyahu Rabba adds here, he says, the Eliyahu Rabba, that Achikach Shlosh Psukim Sheyesh Minyan. You should say, Eliyahu Rabba Kasev Shiyomru Achikach Shlosh Psukim Sheyesh Minyan. Meaning, I think like this. According to the first opinion, when the minion comes right there in the middle of the slicha that you're in, you can start saying the Kaddish. The
Mhm.
Eliyahu Rabbah says that no, when the minion comes, you should say 3 psuk, wherever you are, in the middle of wherever you are. The Eliyahu Rabbah says there, at that point, when the minion arrives, then you say 3 psukim, and then you continue on. And then I think you can start continuing on straight into the slichos.
Oh, okay. Okay. ואם היה מניין בתחילת אמירת השיחה ובסוף יצאו מקצתן.
Oh, so let's say a different case. If there was a minion at the beginning, right? Let's say you started with the minion and you started saying the slichas. But
Right.
so by the end of the slichas, yotza miksason. So now you've dropped to less than a minion at the end of the slichas.
Mm.
What do you do?
Kaddish achar haslichot. But you say after, even though you don't have a minion, you can still say the Kaddish after slichot.
Because why? Because
Oh,
you
let's see.
started saying the slichas with the minion, and that's the usual rule. The usual rule is if you started saying something with the minion and the minion left, and you only you left with less than a minion, you can say a Kaddish because you started with the minion. It's similar to similar halachas with Shmon Esrei. Let's say you started Shmon Esrei, the Chazor Sashatz. I'm talking about Chazor Sashatz. Let's say you started the Chazor Sashatz with the minion, and then after now you're in the middle of Chazor Sashatz, and there's not a minion now. So you can continue on saying the Chazor Sashatz even though you've lost your minion.
Okay, very
It's not
interesting.
Katila, but in the Evid, if you lost your minion, you can now still say the Kaddish because it was started when you had a minion.
Oh, okay, right.
All right. Ke'ein zem is bar b'simin nun hey. I think that's by that it might be itself right there by the din of Kaddish. Let's see. I think it's 10:30 now. All right.
Okay, so continue here
Let's
tomorrow.
make a note that we're in Sif Cotton Hay tomorrow. We'll begin again fresh from there.
Okay, very good. Shkayach.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, Lou. Everyone should have a very good day, Mr. Shem, and hope to see you all tomorrow, Mr. Shem.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank
Very
you,
good.
Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye. Shalom. Bye.